Hello, I'm Jamie Burnett and I'm here with Ken and Dean from WaveLink Secure, and they're going to talk about their electric shock detection device, and then we're going to test it and see if it works.
Awesome. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here. Okay, so tell us about WaveLink. What is it?
So WaveLink is a technology, a patented technology that detects dangerous electric current in the water. So we've designed it to let homeowners know that their dock area is safe, just like this one.
Awesome. Okay, so what is the difference between your product and products that have previously been on the market?
So 5 years ago, we looked at what was available out there, and there were two main competitors, and they had two issues that they couldn't solve. One, effective detection radius, so enough radius around your dock to protect your swim area where people would jump in and swim. So it's a smaller area. Then the second thing is the false alerts. The false alerting was a real problem. People were getting false alerts on these units and then just turning them off because they were a nuisance. So we've solved both those problems, and really the only technology, only solution that sufficiently handles both those issues.
Okay. Dean, do you want to tell us about the product?
Yeah, I'll show you the product. Comes in a smartly designed package. Got your barcode, your installation templates.
The people in the back are asking us to speak up louder.
Yeah.
So.
Speak up louder. So it comes with all the instructions you need, any cables, mounting brackets, and the WaveLink unit itself.
Yeah.
This is the dome, which lights up blue during a clear condition, which it typically is, turns an amber during a dangerous condition. It also turns on your siren, or it also alerts you on your iPhone or Android device.
Yeah.
So the app is available for iPhone and Android.
It is.
And I also want to mention that these guys are here. They're from Lake Martin. You want to tell us where you're?
Yeah. So Roy is over in Windermere, and I'm near Real Island, and so we actually purchased these units for our docks before we joined the company and became investors in the company. And so because we were looking for peace of mind that our dock is safe, because like your dock, we have 240 volts with the boat lifts and 120 volts that everything else, the lighting, fish lights, etc. So.
Right, and that was important to me to test this first before we had any promotion going on, because we do have two lifts here. We have a fish light, we have cameras, lights. The Lake Martin Boaters website is run off of the equipment here, so it was important to me to make sure, especially since this was a tornado lot, that the previous dock was torn out, that there wasn't any electricity in the water, so that was safe.
Well, that's a great point, Jamie. 2 weeks ago, we found a dock that on a home. It's a multi-million-dollar home, and our unit had been in place for about a month. In July 5th, we got an alert, and that alert was, we thought it might be an anomaly, but we checked it out, an electrician checked it out, and it was faulty wiring and faulty grounding, and that was a dangerous condition that our unit detected. So
that was here on Lake Martin?
Yeah, it was over in Willow Point.
Wow. Okay, I think, do we want to go ahead and test the
Sure.
unit?
Yeah.
I'm going to unhook this from this tripod. So we'll here we have Ken, and we have Dean. He's our expert.
Roy the
and
shocker.
then we have Roy. He's over here with a stick that has 120 volts of electricity. Dean, do you want to tell me what 120 volts is equal to?
120 volts is equal pretty much to every appliance you're going to have on your dock, your outlets, your lighting. Your boat lifts, as Ken mentioned, is going to be 240 volts, which is twice that. And we're just testing with what would be a typical circuit to a dock.
Okay. Well, let's go over to where this unit is mounted. Ken has a range finder, so we're going to see how far it works.
Unit from here to where Roy's going to shock the water.
Okay, so say that again.
So it's 45 feet from here where we're detecting to where Roy's putting the 120 volts in the water.
Okay.
So that's representing really everything in the perimeter around your dock here. It's in all directions. So 45 feet that way, 45 feet this way would cover that swim area. This is our first test at that distance.
Okay, so over here we have Roy with the electric stick with 120 volts. So you want to put it in? So it does go off. And how many feet was that?
That was 45 feet.
45
So
feet.
it's out of the water now.
Okay, let's
And so
move him down.
that's going to detect here and locally, but also on whatever device you have that's loaded our
Right,
app.
so I've disabled it on my phone currently so that it doesn't interrupt the broadcast.
Yep.
Okay, and Roy's moved down.
Roy,
so,
go on down to the yeah. There you go.
So Roy's now past the end of my property. He's at my neighbor's swim area.
Yeah,
So,
that's it. Roy's
yeah.
at 66 feet right now from here.
So, and that's just one direction.
130 plus feet.
Okay,
So
so
it'll be
right now
the
it's,
same distance.
let's go ahead and how far, any farther? Okay, he's in my neighbor's swim area now, if you can see that. And that is setting it off. How far is he, Ken?
78 feet.
78 feet. So right now, what does that give us a radius from that
So
unit?
you're over 78 foot radius, but over 150 diameter. So you're 78 feet that way, roughly. So you're covering more in your area. You're covering into your neighbor's dock area. That's too far over there that way. That's probably 150 feet that way.
So it won't
You can
cover
detect-
the
you
other
can detect
neighbor.
from that neighbor if they had enough electricity.
Okay. Let's come down and see. So this is 120 volts on this probe here.
Right.
What is that equivalent to? We'll ask Dean. What is that equivalent to? The 120 volts.
It's equivalent to pretty much every appliance or device you would have on your dock, you know, bug lights, your fish lights that people have, your radios.
Okay.
Any kind of lighting, everything's 120 volts. Your standard GFCI outlets are all 120 volts.
So if it was a lift, that's
Lifts are typically double that because they have two circuits, both at 120, so it equates to 240 volts.
okay. So that would test even farther.
Should test it significantly further, but again, we're only testing the most common denominator, which is just 120 volts, your most common type of device that would get to the waterscape.
Okay. And what would you like to tell us, Ken? Where can you get
Well,
these?
where can you get them? Yeah, that's a great question. People are asking that. You can get them from Lake Martin Dock Company. You can get them from Russell Marine. Russell has them in stock at the Ridge and Kalijah Marinas. And also Aaron Chandler is a local electrician that's helped us install a number of them here locally. So
And he has those as well?
he does.
And what about Alabama Power?
Alabama Power, through their smart financing program, you can put that on your power bill and finance that.
So WaveLink is approved through Alabama Power
We
for
are.
financing on your power.
Yes.
So, all right. Anything else?
Thanks for having
Nothing
us.
else. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.